This man is slowly pouring a jar, uric acid into the wine glass. Then he blatantly carried this glass of wine upstairs. The man named Chai is a soldier, experienced American mercenary, real combat. This time he received the mandate. Secret waterfall from local police arrives to destroy an illegal trafficking den. Underground law. Char Ly set the page into one. Customers come to have fun and prepare orders. The spear and horse penetrated into the tiger and Apo's den. Scout the situation. The results have just arrived. Large door on the second floor, several guards immediately surrounded him and searched everyone. Equally harsh. They used needle detectors. The old type comes back to see if maybe Lai has hidden it. Weapon or not, but completely not paying attention to the glass of acid in his hand. Keep. Thus, Jean-Claude easily passed through the door. Security control. Main Street. When he entered the room, he didn't say nothing and directly take out a bunch of money out of the bag and put it on the front table. Face. The boss wears a gold chain here. I and Apos am sure the glass is as fair as that. No more beating around the bush. Directly instruct your juniors. Brought out a guy. As soon as the two sides preparing to trade, the boss wears gold. Suddenly received a phone call. Secret. The other end of the line said it was in. The area already has internal paste and requests. He immediately stopped trading and shot everyone dead. Even strangers were present at the scene immediately. Instantly. But we can end Apos. Wait for the boss yet. Response. Jean-Claude took action first. Walked. Only to see him violently throw away the glass of wine it contained. Full of acid towards the back. Then, excess. During the chaos, he grabbed the gram knife. On the table, one blow ended his life. Of the boss. After it is resolved. This bunch of scum. Charlie immediately brought the boy from earlier with him. Get on a motorbike and escape from here. Before leaving, Jean-Claude did not forget. Detonate the pre-installed bomb and blow it away. This underground child trafficking den is all over. Blue sky. Early the next morning, Charlie was still. While still in a dream, you receive it. Local police chief and Apos' phone. Direction. His words were full. Dissatisfaction with the sweeping action last night. By Charlie. Charlie was completely bewildered. Immediately got up and went to the crime scene. Find out the situation. I Don and Apos, understand why. Why did I clearly destroy that group? Still makes the sheriff angry. Conclude. The result when Char arrived at the scene was eye-catching. Were the bodies of two girls covered in scars. Love. The sheriff pointed harshly. Criticized Charlie for his rude actions. It was your actions that caused these two girls to die. Carpet in flames. If at that time, Charlie, would you mind paying a little more attention? Must have saved two innocent lives. Is this already? Charlie looked at the two bodies. The person in front of him instantly sank deep into endless self-blame. So you. Without any further excuses, I turned around. Leave there immediately. And campaign. This sweep also causes Charlie an irreparable heartbreak. For a very long time afterward, Charlie always sees silhouettes of the two. That dead girl, like unjust souls, cling to him to atone for mistakes. In her heart, Charlie decided to wash her hands, put aside the sword, and no longer care about worldly affairs. Like again. Since then, he anonymously changed his fate. Work as a butcher at a one-stop shop. Processed food products. But now, when Charlie thought he could catch starting life again is a conspiracy, the sky is also quietly approaching him. Thousands of kilometers away in Mahova, Gia, former 86 kilograms martial arts champion, American Andrew Faden responded excitedly. Plane arriving at the airport. They prepare the nest. Organizing a tournament here aims to win many prizes. People who know and love martial arts. Do more. Very soon, family. Andrew has returned to the hotel. Couple. Andrew was tired after a long trip. Take a shower and rest. Only her daughter. By girls are full of energy and come out on their own. Taking pictures by the window. Old cars to look at. Beautiful scenery in a foreign land. But her thing. What I didn't expect was that I was soon attacked. Illegal trade targets. Since the moment you step off the plane, guys, they have begun to closely monitor the action. Becky and Apos' toss. When confirmed at this point only. There is only Becky, a reformed woman. Dressing up as a photographer, I just coaxed him out. Just lied to her to corner her. Not long later, Andrew finished showering and came back. Discovered that his daughter had disappeared, so he arrested her. I started searching everywhere, but still couldn't and Apos find it. There was no trace of Bok Dao. Position. Andrew and his wife reviewed the surveillance cameras. Close to the hotel, but still not there. Discovered her silhouette. In minutes. Suddenly, the couple fell into despair. Ultimate hope in the city on earth. This stranger. Wanting to find someone is like finding a needle. Tank bottom. Even though Andrew announced the baby news. Missing girl appeared on television and hung. Big reward for any clues about Becky, but as the days passed, she remained. No news. There was no way. Andrew had no choice. You have to go to the local embassy. Ask for help. Hope they can help me find it. Daughter again. After hearing this news, great. The embassy gave Andrew and his wife a place. But when Andrew came to visit, Only the embassy provided. He distributed it. Turns out this is a butcher shop. Ready-made. With the mindset of trying it out, Andrew and his wife pushed the door in, banging. In their eyes, Charlie was sitting in front. Meat cutting board. But this time Charlie and Apos' heart fell in love. Cold, but very sympathetic to the situation. Andrew and Apos' family seen, but Don and Apos' intend to get into this quagmire. One more time. So Chuck Lou refused Andrew and Apos' request. Goodbye too. They returned and closed the shop to stop selling. On a rainy night, Charlie was wrong. Slowly walking alone on a deserted street. Cold. Suddenly a man held an umbrella. Walked towards him. This person is the child. Chuck Lay and Apos' son, and Apos' name is Amico. Turns out, Amico has always worked at the embassy. This time after learning of the tragedy of Andrew and Apos' family, he feels alone. The only person who can help him is his father. I should have given Chuck Lay and Apos' address for Andrew and his wife. But the AKO thing. I didn't, and Apos' expect it to be an old incident again. Such a heavy blow. How much? Many years have passed, but Charlie remains forever. Cannot escape that decline. Amico angrily scolded Charlie for being cowardly. Timid. Only knows how to run away and hide. Me. Listen to your son and Apos' words. Charlie didn't, and Apos' say a word and just kept going. Go straight back to your residence to rest. Look at the photo of the boy I once saved. Living in the past, Charlie and Apos' thoughts returned, drifting towards the fateful sweeping campaign. A flood of painful memories came back. Glass took large gulps of wine, trying to use yeast. Get drunk to numb yourself. But later, for a moment that tore inside, Charlie suddenly get up and sit up straight, it seems. Decided to do something. Charlie and Apos' eyes began to become steady. This time he decided not to hide. Avoid it, Don and Apos' be a coward. Again, perhaps helping Andrew find her again. His missing daughter will help him ease his burden. No sin in the heart. In one development. Otherwise, Andrew is at the end of his rope. Holding Becky and Apos' photo, she started walking around, eagerly asking passersby in alleys. See if anyone has seen me. My daughter doesn't, and Apos' Andrew kept looking and asking. Such. Finally at a corner of his street. Met a fat woman who seemed crazy. Hugely crazy. She told him that. I once saw Bak Kai at the same time. Firmly affirmed that she had been betrayed. We and Apos' take you to the bar at the end of the street. There, Andrew listened to the fat woman, like a dead man who immediately rushes to the stake. Straight to that bar. But the shop owner. Tell me that fat woman is a crazy person. How can she believe her words? However, Andrew still refused to give up. He took Becky and Apos' photo and asked each person, guest there to see if anyone had actually met her or not. The result is a fat guy with a meaty face. Jokingly said that Becky was so pretty. Hey, it and Apos' waste not to do childish things. Violation. This statement from the fat guy was teasing. Crazy Andrew completely. Security guard immediately noticed the unusual atmosphere. Quickly moved forward to chase away the perpetrator. Tangled. However, in less than 2 minutes, Andrew beat the guys there to the ground. Kuten and Apos' get up. Even though Andrew is homeless. Martial arts enemy, but finished punching difficult enemy. For players, seeing that Andrew was about to be attacked by the guys. Fat was beaten to death when suddenly the light came on. The bar suddenly turned off in the bar. Don and Apos' wait for the crowd. In time to react, a mysterious person remained silent. Perhaps appear and fight them. Promptly responded. Just for a moment, people. The mystery took them all down. Next, there, the mysterious person took off his mask and advanced. Come to Andrew and Apos' side and take the person who is suffering. I and Apos' am sorry you left there. After preliminary, Charlie treated Andrew and Apos' wounds. Expressed that he was willing to help find BY again. After listening, Andrew immediately nodded in agreement. Not long after, Chai disguised himself as a human. The courier arrived outside. Mansion of Gangster Villain. First, he used a hidden poison needle. Deal with the guard guarding the gate. Then, the driver rushed straight into the manor. By Villain. Security captain through camera. Monitoring, detecting abnormalities, establishing. Immediately alarmed the outside security. The guard saw Chuck lie rushing forward aggressively. Immediately opened fire to stop it. But when they walked forward pointing guns, the cockpit was found empty again. No, the vehicle and Apos' accelerator pedal is inserted with a piece of wood. Meanwhile in the other direction, Charlie soon caught the guy. Villain boss. He used the rope to blind him. Onto the bedboard. Used a knife to cut his body. Vlad forced him to reveal his whereabouts. Bye. But Vlad said this again. Unaware, need to be carefully controlled. It and Apos' okay to be bisexual. Charlie saw the purpose. Achieved decisively take off the dazzling hand for Villain, and at the same time warn him within. One day we must find out BY and Apos' whereabouts, if not sure if it will kill him or not. There is a burial place. Char finished speaking and left. manner. And Vlad and Apos' name is still not gone. Shocked, he immediately called his name. Human trafficking oligarch Stelu request him. Must definitely look up who Becky is, and quickly brought her in front of him. Just when Charlie thought everything was over, is progressing in a good direction. The police chief suddenly called to report that Becky was killed, moreover the body. She was also corroded by acid. Charlie cut off the power. Phone immediately rushed to the scene. Older brother, Ken and Apos, believe what in Apos' going on. In the immediate future, friends asked the police to hand over the body for forensic examination. But the test results check again, so everyone is present. There it fell into silence. Forensic information informed Andrew and his wife that their DNA sample, this body matches more than 99.99%. With Andrew and his wife, it and Apos' basically possible. Confirmed that this is the body of Becky. Listening to what the forensic scientist said, my wife, Andrew completely collapsed. She slapped angrily. Charlie took one shot and then turned desperately. People left that painful place. After with this, Chuck Lai fell into self-pity again. Endless blame. Is it really yourself? Impotent. I could not help but look at the students. The beautiful fate just died miserably. In front of me, Char turned absent-mindedly. Returned to the butcher shop, started taking sips. Big drink, soon got drunk and fell asleep. Don and Apos, know how much time has passed. When Charlie woke up, he discovered himself was surrounded by boss Vlad and Apos' men. Vlad ordered his juniors to use whips. Chuck Lai has a bit of fun with Chuck Lai and Apos' body. Anger in my heart. How dare you threaten me? Are you going to make me disabled? But it and Apos' below. This excruciating pain, last Charlie. Also awake again. You watch correctly. Opportunity to strike back fiercely at the crowd. VLAN and Apos' agents. Under fire cover. The power of Amico and Apos' son, Charlie. Destroy VLAN and Apos' entire group of people. Then he and Amio rode their motorbikes. The airport stopped Andrew and his wife. Prepare to leave. Charlie said to Andrew that the body was definitely not Becky, because Becky usually wears it every day. Shake the right hand, but that body, with a bracelet on your left hand. Plus, the body and Apos' face was destroyed by acid. So Charlie was completely suspicious of that body. Not Bach, Kentucky. These words of he rekindled hope for the couple. Andrew, Charlie continued speaking, and quote, results. DNA test is definitely fake. Dang, there is definitely a negative after this. A dark plot that cannot be revealed to anyone. Wife. Husband Andrew was full of indignation. Under guidance, Chuck Lee and Apos' leader found the forensic scientist. There, under the threat of both threats and enticements. Everyone and Apos' encouragement. Forensics finally tell the truth. Turns out he was pointed at by Stelu. Falsifying a test report. DNA. Hearing what the forensic scientist said, Charlie made up his mind. Immediately took Andrew and his wife to hide in a safe house of the local embassy. Why? Chuck Lay knows the name Stelu well in Mahova. Is not an individual and Apos' codename, but a ministry, and the person in charge. These positions are all high-ranking people. Important person, usually Deputy Minister of State. Room. Charles did not know Andrew and his wife. What noble power has offended? But for now, we must take care of them carefully. Be careful, if not, the body may collapse. Come anytime. At the same time, name. The forensic scientist called the Deputy Minister. Defense reported that Chuck Lay was aware. Who was the mastermind behind? Name of Deputy Minister. After hearing this, the chief was extremely angry. Send your son-in-law to handle this case. At the same time, especially emphasize that BY still. As for the big effect, absolutely not. To happen. Error in an moment. This pin. Of course not. The mulberry guy. Dare to delay. To be able to summarize it in one go. Charlie and Sam and Apos' group decided to make the sauce. Successive succession. He secretly put the phone next to him. Next to Bai, took the opportunity to call her to ask. Rescue to lure Charlie and Apos' group to bring the body themselves. Sure enough, Bai discovered the car. I immediately called Andrew on the phone to ask for help. Rescue. After many days, my daughter disappeared suddenly. Suddenly, I heard my child and Apos' voice. Andrew and his wife were extremely excited and forgot. Clear instructions not to go out of the house. Charlie. They despite everything carried weapons. Gas and based on GPS positioning, rush straight to the location where the phone signal is emitted. Bye-bye. Before leaving, Andrew sent a plan. Taste for Charlie. But this time Charlie. Still investigating the truth behind it. The legal corporation. Thanks to the help of Amico and Apos' son, Charlie finally clarify the matter. Turns out the name. Deputy Minister of Defense because he wanted to sell. Stole guns and ammunition from his arsenal. Secretly made deals with a boss. Arms smuggling. But this boss does. A sick hobby, that is special. Likes blonde girls who give birth to children. Years old to please the gun dealer and sell at a bargain price. Deputy Minister gave. Henchmen go everywhere hunting for girls. Suitable girl, then personally offer it to his hand. Clearly Becky is the dish. Gifts that the deputy minister prepared to give for the weapons boss. Meanwhile, wife, Andrew and Apos' husband took a gun and rushed into the area. The factory is holding Becky. But where? This is not the place to guard and guard. The two of them can easily act. Besides, all of this was originally the same thing. A trap prepared by a toothy guy. At a critical moment, Charlie opened fire. Appeared as a savior. After, to deal with the assassins, Charlie brought his wife. Husband Andrew continued to move forward. No. Stop looking for Bakai and Apos' shadow. Above. On the way, they suddenly met a girl. Others are also imprisoned here. Under. The girl and Apos' guide, Charlie group quickly grasp the terrain. The atmosphere is fiery. Go straight into the enemy and Apos' grave. This show. They were all being monitored by that guy sitting in the room. Can see it all. He hates Chuck. Lay ruined the plan 5 times 7 times. Of me, then I withdrew and got a little angry. Who Becky is next to? He cut it off. Becky and Apos' finger then went through the phone. Called for Andrew and his wife to hear the screams. Daughter and Apos' heart-wrenching tears. Then Beard ordered Chai to stand still. To continue to move forward and ask for his wife. Andrew and Apos' husband led the other girl to the apartment. The safe room is located deepest inside. Exchange for Becky and Apos' safety. Charlie had to agree to his request. The result was when Andrew just exchanged. After the hostage, prepare to take Becky and Apos' daughter. When I returned, the shabby guy sent 2 cars. Full of assassins rushed out, ready to shoot. Destroy them. Luckily Charlie also already prepared a trick. He recorded it before a video and uploaded to the screen. Supervisor of the mulberry guy. Create fake. Imagine yourself still standing in place. Kai, the real Chuck, Lai has long carried silent guns. Perhaps move to a hidden position. Ken and Apos' wait for the mulberry and Apos' minions to arrive. Action. He directly launched the missile. Blow them all to dust. At the end of the movie, the hirsute guy was attacked by the girl he was with. The other opened fire and killed him. And BYY was also returned to her arms. Parents. Not long after, Sheriff brought a large police force. The scene, completely destroying the nest of these traffickers. And the leader is the target. Is Deputy Secretary of Defense, Chuck Lai. Of course I won and Apos' forgive lightly. Does God really forgive crimes? Our most cruel? Maybe. Yes, but I Dawn and Apos' action movie. 6 Boonless Crime Scene 2012 is 1. Entertainment work with bold modern colors. Real and dark. Although the script still exists. Had unfortunate logical flaws, but the film was successful in its depiction. The image of a lonely and tragic hero, overcome with solid character. Acting, brought by Jean-Claude in his twilight years. An unexpected, revealing psychological depth. Authentic pain and torment of one. The veteran wants to find redemption. Although, however, what disappointed the audience the most is the duration of the martial arts action scenes. Van Damme and Apos' art is quite limited. Not yet. Satisfy fans and Apos' expectations. Besides, the villain line. Not built enough to create a feeling. Elephant head and mouse tail when resolved high. Flow. Still, this is a movie. Well-rounded and worth watching on the topic of anti-human trafficking, where justice is served. Compete with brutality and determination. Price. The value of a movie lies in its reputation. There is also the value of a movie review. Lies in feeling. Today and Apos' story ends. And here. Thank you for watching. Movie. How do you like this movie? Please comment below. Yeah.